welcome to Sound Music Business Tips, episode 12. I'm Anthea Palmer, and today I'm talking about tips for YouTube. Now, I know I go on about this a lot, but you really should be building your online presence via your own blog or website with an opt-in where people join your mailing list. You don't own the social media platforms, and they could go down and you could lose contact with the fan base that you've built up there. So please have your website or your blog as your mothership. Now, if you don't have a website or a blog yet, you can use services like optimized lead pages that will set up a simple squeeze page so that you'll get a URL that you can link to. People will go to that, leave their email address and join your mailing list that way, even though you may not have your blog or your website set up yet. So that's something else to consider, and I'll put notes about that in under this video. Integrate and publish. So write a list now of all of the online platforms you have access to, whether it's Twitter, Facebook, it's YouTube, obviously, Pinterest. It might even be something like Hub Pages. So anything online you have access to, write a list. Every time you release video content, work down the list and make sure that you have spread that content as far as you can. Get the most coverage you can. Make sure you publish to as many platforms as possible. Branding, so important. A little tip is to have a look now at those online platforms that you have access to and make sure that your branding is uniform across all those platforms, including, importantly, your YouTube channel. And the reason for that is that you want to be as instantly recognizable to people as possible. And so that if you have the same logo, the same colors, the same shots across all of those platforms, it will really help bring your branding together. Okay, secret squirrel stuff. What I would do to get more exposure to my YouTube channel is I would listen out, watch the charts for a big song that I really like, that resonates with me, that I'd be happy to cover. And then I would be doing a little cover of that, acoustic guitar, on the bed, whatever, make it easy. And I would put that out and I would post the link on the comments of the original clip and any unauthorized copies of that clip, and there's always plenty if it's a big hit. I would get my link out there in the comment sections, because what will happen is fans of that song will see you, might click on you and watch, and then they might have a look at your other stuff. You might get a fan out of it, particularly if you're pointing them to your website and your mailing list. So that's what I would do. Start churning out some covers. Imagine if you put a cover out once a week. Imagine if you put a cover out once a day. You would have just so much content on YouTube. It would be hard to ignore you. YouTube is a great place to build relationships. So if there's people in the industry with channels doing good stuff, start commenting, start getting to know them. Have a look and make some intelligent comments, give them some good feedback, build a relationship that way. Eventually, if they take interest in what you're saying and they realize that you're taking interest in them, they'll end up having a look at you, and you don't know who those people might be, what influence they might have. Also, get to know some other artists that you really like, perhaps in a similar genre to you, that you can imagine playing with, and build relationships with these people. It means that you can build relationships with bands anywhere in the world. So if there's somewhere in particular you're interested in touring, do it. Find them on YouTube, comment, get to know them, build the relationship, because you never know where it can lead to, and there can be some really nice partnerships come from that sort of connection. Another big tip with YouTube, it is quantity, not quality. And I'm not saying just release crap. What I'm saying is make sure what you release fits within your brand and that you're comfortable with it. But don't wait for perfection. Don't only release clips that are fairly high production. Don't be afraid of just talking to the camera. Don't be afraid of filming from your phone. And I made a point of filming this from my iPhone in my kitchen today, because I wanted to show you that it's really quick and easy and get the content out there. There's also some really great content ideas in the little report that I've created. Now, really, I could talk about YouTube and YouTube tips all day because I love this stuff, but I'm trying to keep this video short and sweet. So I have put together a report, and it's my 10 top tips for YouTube for musicians, and they're all easy to do, easy to understand, just layman terms, nothing tricky. Some of them really obvious, it's just that we don't always think about how we're releasing our content. So have a look at that. If you're already on my mailing list, just drop me a line and ask for it and I'll send it straight to you. Otherwise, there'll be an opt-in with this video where you can join my list and I'll automatically send that report out for you. So thank you for watching Sound Music Business. I'm Anthea Palmer. Onward and upward.